Here's why Brad Pitt is getting called out for executive producing the Harvey Weinstein Exposé, she said, as one of the only people in Hollywood to stand up for Weinstein in relation to the grenade situation. He certainly has a great respect for the journalists who were also the first one to stand up for Weinstein. She said, "It's a movie about what it took to break the Harvey Weinstein story, which is why it might be surprising for some that Brad Pitt is an executive producer." For context, she said stars Carey, Mulligan, and Kazan as the New York Times reporters who first broke the story. Harvey Weinstein paid off sexual harassment accuser for the case. Megan Twohey and Jodi Kantor posted for the suite said, "Show a woman in the shadow" with the caption, "When you go on the record." The charges openly asked, why is sexual harassment so pervasive and so hard to address? Let's interrogate the whole system. Subsequently, Pitt's role as executive producer can seem hypercritical to those who elect that Pitt worked with the Kazan, acknowledge of his harassment for two women, and give Pitt out allegations of abuse. The first woman we know to have approached Pitt with allegations against Weinstein was his then girlfriend, Gwyneth Paltrow, in 2017 New York Times story by Jodi Kantor and Rachel Abrams. Paltrow alleged that Weinstein invited her to his hotel suite for a working meeting, and that he placed his hands on her and suggested that they had to bedroom for massage. However, it did not stop him from appearing in movies distributed by the Weinstein Company, including the 2009 hit Inglourious Basterds. A source close to Pitt mentioned that Pitt had minimal contact with Weinstein throughout production, and that the movie was a continuation of Pitt's work and director Quentin Tarantino, who at the time had all of his movies distributed by Weinstein. This brings us to Angelina Jolie's account of her experience with Weinstein. In the same 2017 New York Times piece that broke Paltrow's story, she said, "I had a bad experience with Harvey Weinstein. As a result, those never to work with him again and warned others when they did." Jolie further alleges that Pitt approached Weinstein to act as a producer on the 2012 movie Killing Them Softly, which Weinstein Company distributed. "We thought about it. Of course it hurt," she told The Guardian.